So I decided to move to Marbella.
Put my backpack on, I'm gone. If I'm chatting to your girl, swear it's long. I'm the definition of fun. I'm high right now, but I don't even bun. Told them man they can't steal my shine. She ling and she mine, I'll wine and dine. Most of them man they eyeing right. I just hop in my whip, I'm flying right. She BAD, call me DAD. Some of my girls come tip, baby.
So yeah, I decided to leave London, to leave the UK, and to move to the south of Spain. And the main reason behind that is because the overall state of the country right now is really bad in the UK. I grew up in an area called Croydon. Anybody who knows London knows about Croydon, knows that Croydon is a dangerous area. But I think what really started to solidify the move for me was even when I was going to more prestigious areas, I was seeing the type of stuff that I saw growing up taking place in these really high-end places. To give you some examples, I went out to Mayfair on a night out. Literally at Green Park train station, I saw two guys getting into a fight. Somebody pulled out a knife, right? Which again is something that I was used to when I was in Croydon, but in Mayfair, that's not something you would expect. And also I went to a conference in Mayfair area and a civilian, literally as we're going into the conference area, got robbed of their phone. Long story short, the quality of life in London is really, really bad. And if right now you're an online business owner, or if right now you're a closer and you live in London, like you're working so hard, you're paying so much in tax to not even be able to walk around safely, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But another reason why I left is because the quality of life is poor. As time goes by, as more videos go by, I will show you where it is that we're staying, you know, what it is that we're getting up to. But I've been here for 3 days and already I can see a massive difference in how I feel, how happy I am, how more relaxed I feel just being in this type of environment. And it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out over the course of this year, to see how that has an impact on the business. I am aware that I need to be careful with it because obviously for all intents and purposes, where I am right now, like it's a you have made it kind of place. This is where a lot of people come to retire. And obviously I have got a lot of work to do. So it's not necessarily something that I want to lean too much into. But in comparison to hearing sirens all the time, you know, being around the grey of the UK and being around all of the crime, man, like already number one thing in terms of why I moved is just to have a change in the quality of life. Beyond that, I think what I was really searching for when it came to this move was a little bit more inspiration, right? Because London can be inspiring, but you have to be in very, very, very particular pockets of London to find that level of inspiration, and you have to go through a lot of shit before you get to those kind of places, and you can't pull the wool over your own eyes, right? Whereas being here in Marbella so far, and again right now it's been like 3 days, it still kind of feels a little bit like a holiday. We've been walking around, you know, the local areas. We've been down to Porta Banús, and being in that space, being in Porta Banús, made me feel very uncomfortable, but for very different reasons. And what I mean by that is, in London, a lot of the time, I would feel uncomfortable because there's crackheads everywhere. There's a lot of roadmen everywhere. But when we were walking around Porta Banús, I felt really uncomfortable because I felt so broke. Like, bro, the number of Decker millionaires, center millionaires in that area is insane. You're walking past massive yachts all down that strip. People have Ferraris, they have Porsches, they have Lamborghinis, they have Rolls Royces. It's like being in Dubai, but being in an environment which also has a long history, has a lot of culture, which is something which is important to me as a European. Like, I care about being around old architecture and all of that type of stuff. So I think that this is going to help me massively over the coming year to shift a lot of limiting beliefs that I've been holding on to, which have been difficult to let go of because I've been stuck in the same environment. So I'm really, really excited about that. Beyond this, I guess one of the questions that you're probably thinking is, well, why move to Spain? Why move to Marbella? Why not go to Dubai or go to Cyprus or go to some of these areas that most digital nomads, most online business owners would go to? And say, for example, when it comes to Dubai, I think Dubai is amazing, but it's just really lacking that culture element for me. When it comes to going over to the east, going to, Bali, Thailand, all of that type of stuff, time zones are just a mess. The real truth about all of this is, at this stage, we don't really know where we want to be long term. I'm not sure if we're going to stay in Spain for the rest of our days. So if you have recommendations of where you have been or where you have worked or where you have traveled, feel free to leave them in the comments. But long story short, this is just like an adventure. It's an exploration, us figuring out long term, my partner and I, where we want to be. And she has some roots over here. So it made sense to come over this way. And then the very last thing that I want to talk about is making this type of move. Like, it is exciting. I've done this before. Had like a whole stint of being a digital nomad. I went to 10 different countries in 1 year. So I know what I'm in for, but there are downsides to doing this. Saying goodbye to family and friends, and especially when it comes to my mum, like, that's not easy. But at the same time, the upside of this is because it's not too far away from the UK. It's super easy for people to just fly out. The place that we're staying in is a 3-bed, 3-bath apartment, gated community, like 5 minutes walk away from the beach. I know my friends are going to be coming around here all the time to enjoy being in this location. But anyway, this is more just like an update video. I'm still trying to figure out this vlog style content. I know that it needs to be a little bit more structured. I don't really want it to be too scripted. I kind of want to get to the point where you guys can get to know me a little bit better. Don't worry, I will also be uploading videos talking about sales, talking about online business, making sure that you can hit your goals and objectives. But I also think that leaning into this aspect of showing you what it looks like when you have got to a certain level, you have the location freedom, you're able to enjoy some financial freedom, hopefully will also inspire you as well. But yeah, with all of that said, if you want to subscribe. In the next vlog video, I'll probably show you what it is that we're going to be doing in the apartment. I will show you the apartment. I will show you the complex. I will show you the area that we are living in, because it is very nice and makes for a massive change in comparison to London. But I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, I will see you just now.